Warframe is a great looter shooter with some amazing combat and progression mechanics, but the game does a poor job of introducing new players to its dense and overwhelming systems. Here's how you can easily get started on your Warframe journey. In Warframe, you play as a Tenno, a lost race of superpowered beings who wear suits known as Warframes into combat. It's a looter shooter similar to games like Destiny and The Division, but instead of getting regular loot drops during play, you'll be collecting materials from various planets and boss encounters in order to build new gear at your forge. The star map is how you'll depart on missions, enter social spaces, and see what timed events are going on, but more on that later. As you level up, you'll unlock new weapons, frames, cosmetic items, and mods to outfit and customize your character. There are a variety of mission types that will task you with objectives like eliminating a certain amount of enemies, hacking a number of consoles to steal their data, or saving a hostage. By completing missions, timed events, and quests, you'll also level up your gear, frames, and mods in order to become more powerful and progress through the story and star map. At the start of the game, you'll be given a choice between 3 different frames. Frames are basically classes. Each one has their own unique abilities and stats that can be modified heavily over the course of the game. Currently, there are over 30 of them for you to acquire. Frames can be purchased directly from the in-game market using Platinum, the game's premium currency, or earned in-game by grinding out the necessary blueprints and materials to craft them yourself. You're never locked into whatever frame you choose and can switch between the ones you've earned at any time. When choosing your first frame, there are a couple things you should take into account. Excalibur is the easiest to use and is generally favored for new players. Vault is more of a spellcaster that uses chain lightning and AoE abilities. And finally, Mag uses gravity spells to push and pull their enemies. Both Mag and Vault can easily be farmed for and acquired in the early stages of the game, whereas Excalibur will take a lot more late-game grinding to finally unlock. So while the decision is ultimately up to you and how you want to play, generally new players should stick to and pick up Excalibur first. Right from the start, you're going to be offered a few weapons. Feel free to choose whatever suits your playstyle. All of the starter weapons can be acquired and crafted fairly easily early on in the game. One of the most unique things about Warframe's gameplay is its movement mechanics. Like other shooters, you can perform your typical crouching, jumping, and sliding. But what really makes Warframe unique is the way you can chain all of the abilities together to fly at breakneck speed through the environments. By chaining together your crouches and jumps, you can perform what's known as a bullet jump. Start by sprinting, then crouch and quickly jump. Your character will do a spin move and gain a ton of momentum. You can then double jump and crouch as you hit the ground to jump again. While midair, you can also aim down sights to glide. It's simple to learn and it's incredibly satisfying to pull off. At first glance, the star map can be daunting, but the good news is you won't be visiting most of these planets until over 100 hours into the game. When you initially begin, you'll be on Earth and you'll have access to a couple of missions. If you don't know where to go next, always look for the missions that are blinking blue. The blue blinking lights are indicators that that particular mission will advance the story and your progress through the star map. Also be sure to check the codex regularly for your quests and how to unlock them. Finishing quests in Warframe rewards you with new planets, social spaces, weapons, and Warframe blueprints. That was just a small taste of everything Warframe has to offer. For more news, tips, and videos on Warframe, keep it right here on IGN.